Welcome to today's Explainer, where we're diving into something that literally sounds like it's straight out of a science fiction movie, but is actually rapidly edging toward reality. We're talking about the concept of the AI scientist. Could artificial intelligence really step in and solve every remaining mystery on Earth? Let's get into it.
Okay, so picture this. You wake up tomorrow, grab your phone, and see a headline that absolutely shocks the entire world. Artificial intelligence solves a scientific mystery that humans couldn't solve for 100 years. Now, at first, people are going to think it's just fake news, right? But then the world's top laboratories confirm it. The equations are correct, the experiments work, the discovery is 100% real. One single AI system just solved a problem that challenged generations of brilliant scientists. Which brings us to the core question of this whole scenario. You've got to ask yourself, could this actually happen? Could a single AI system really crack a generational scientific challenge?
Well, to figure that out, let's think about how science works right now. For centuries, scientific progress has depended heavily on human curiosity. A scientist asks a question, they design an experiment, collect the data, test an idea, and then they repeat that process again and again. But man, it takes time. Sometimes years, sometimes decades. And unfortunately, sometimes the answer never actually comes.
But now, imagine an AI that literally never gets tired. It doesn't sleep, it doesn't need coffee breaks, it just reads. It can read every scientific paper ever published, every medical journal, every engineering patent, every physics equation, chemistry experiment, and astronomy observation. It processes all of this massive global data, not over a lifetime, but in just a few hours.
You know, as humans, we kind of have to pick a lane. We specialize in one specific field to achieve true mastery. But AI? AI could study all of them at the exact same time. And because it isn't limited to just one discipline, it can start connecting ideas that no human has ever connected before. What if a discovery in biology suddenly solves a problem in computer science, or a breakthrough in physics inspires a brand new medical treatment, or maybe a strange mathematical pattern perfectly explains something hidden deep inside climate data? That cross-disciplinary speed alone is a total game changer. It could change science forever. So what does this actually look like in the real world? Let's walk through 3 hypothetical, but entirely possible world-changing scenarios. Breakthrough number 1, a cure for Alzheimer's disease. Imagine a team of researchers desperately searching for a cure. Instead of humans painstakingly reading through millions of dense research papers one by one, an AI analyzes decades of global medical data in a single day. And in doing so, it notices tiny, hidden patterns scattered across thousands of different studies. Patterns so unbelievably small that no human could have ever recognized them.
So the scientists take this AI's wild prediction into the lab. They test it out, and months later, the treatment actually works. Millions of lives are changed forever, all just from connecting the dots that were already there, sitting quietly in our massive mountains of medical data. Okay, let's pivot to breakthrough number 2, clean energy. For decades, engineers have been hunting for better batteries. Ones that last way longer, charge faster, and don't rely on so many rare materials. Bring in an advanced AI. Now, this AI doesn't just sit around theorizing. It runs billions, yes, billions, of virtual experiments every single hour. Through sheer brute force computational power, it discovers an entirely new material that no human ever even dreamed up. And the real-world impact of that? It's completely staggering. Suddenly, electric cars can travel twice as far on a single charge. Solar energy becomes vastly cheaper for everyone. Entire countries see their pollution levels plummet. Just one single discovery, facilitated by artificial intelligence, completely rewrites the world. Now, let's move on to our third scenario, which is, well, it's probably the greatest mystery of all. What lies beyond Earth? Every single day, astronomers collect enormous, mind-boggling amounts of information from distant galaxies. But here's the catch. Much of that data is just sitting there on servers. It's never been fully analyzed because there is simply too much of it for humans to get through. So an AI steps in and goes to work. It studies every single signal, every planet, every weird cosmic anomaly. And then one day, it hits a match. It finds a clue. Now, we're not talking about aliens just yet, but evidence of something so extraordinary that it completely shatters and reshapes our understanding of the universe. This discovery immediately goes down as the biggest scientific breakthrough in human history. But
hold on a second. There is a seriously profound dilemma buried in all this excitement. If AI starts making these massive discoveries that we as humans can't fully comprehend, can science even move forward? Because think about it, science isn't just about spitting out the correct answer. It is fundamentally about understanding exactly why that answer is correct.
It really comes down to trust. And because of this, researchers all over the globe are loudly demanding what they call transparent AI. These are systems designed specifically to explain their reasoning step by step, rather than just acting like a magic black box that hands us an extraordinary result. Getting the right answer simply isn't enough anymore. Having trust in that answer is absolutely essential.
Think about it like this, and I want to ask you directly here. Would you take a medicine that was designed 100% by an AI if not a single human doctor could explain to you exactly why it works? Most people would naturally hesitate, right? We need to know the why. Which brings us to a pretty uplifting conclusion regarding this whole trust issue. Future AI scientists are most likely going to work alongside human scientists. They're not going to replace them. At the end of the day, this is entirely about partnership. Think of it as the ultimate scientific dream team. On one side, we humans bring our intuition, our natural curiosity, our ethics, and our unique ability to ask deeply meaningful questions. On the other side, AI brings the speed, flawless memory, insane pattern recognition, and just extraordinary computational power. Put them together, and they complement each other perfectly. So the big takeaway here is this. The next Nobel Prize-winning discovery, it might not belong to just one brilliant scientist, or one specific university, or even one country. It's very likely going to be a deeply intertwined collaboration between humans and artificial intelligence, working together, finally unlocking ancient secrets that have been hidden from us since the beginning of time. I really want to leave you with this absolutely awe-inspiring thought. The greatest discoveries of tomorrow, they might already exist right now, completely hidden inside the data we've already collected today. They are literally just waiting for an intelligence capable of finding them. And perhaps that very intelligence is already being built as we speak. Which leaves us with one final thought. If AI can process all that data and literally hand us the answers, what is the next big question we're going to ask? Thanks so much for joining me for today's Explainer, and I'll see you next time as we continue to unpack the future.